Hey guys, welcome back to NEA Racing and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how your triple screen setup might be costing you lap time on iRacing. Now, if you have a single monitor set up on your rig, you can still watch this video, as some of the information that I'll be giving in this video might actually help you in how you set up your FOV and other things that you want to do. But this is mainly for those who have triple screen setup and as to why their setup might be costing them speed on the track. Now, when it comes to getting fast on track, there's so many things that you have to do right. Proper braking technique like trail braking, using the car's handling characteristics, like some cars have good off throttle rotation, how to manage your traction using throttle modulation, and just there are so many things that you have to do to be able to extract the most out of a car. But one of the major things that you have to do in order to go fast around the track is track usage. And when I say track usage, I mean how much of the track you get to use. Most times when you want to go fast, you most likely want to use all of the available track. In real life, people like Lewis Hamilton, even Kimi Antonelli does the same thing. A lot of drivers in F1 do it. Even in GT cars and IMSA, they do this, especially on qualifying, just to maximize the most out of the track without putting too much load or going over the limits of what the car can actually handle, but staying just on the ragged edge of grip, traction, everything. They have to use all of the track to maximize their lap time. And in order to do this, especially when it comes to sim racing and on iRacing, you have to be able to properly judge how wide your car is. So it's something, when you sit on your rig, you have to be able to be precise enough to know that, hey, if you're about to take a tight turn, like on tracks, like I know Monaco, I don't think Monaco is on iRacing, but when you watch the Monaco Grand Prix, you see exactly how one the drivers are with their car, to the point where they can easily just brush the wall of the car and just know that they maximized those turns. So virtually on your rig, when you sit on your triple screen setup, you have to be able to know and be able to judge how wide your car is. And this is where the main problem comes as to why you're losing lap time. And it boils down to the angle that you set your two side monitors. Now, if you do have a flat screen monitor or flat screen monitors for a triple screen setup, you most likely won't have a problem with this, as if you go to the iRacing, once you go to iRacing, you log in, and you're about to do a test drive. If you go to the graphics settings, you're going to see where the monitor button is. When you click on it, it lets you know to choose whether you're running three flat screens or 3 curved screens. And when you click on flat screens, it always asks you what the angle of the side monitors are to the middle monitor. And once you set that up properly based on the actual angle of those monitors, you're most likely going to get a realistic FOV. Now, the main problem comes with those who have curved monitors. Once you go curved monitors, once you click on 3 curved monitors, the box that asks the question of what the angle is between the middle monitor and the side monitor disappears. So what that means is that iRacing is taking, even though you have 3 curved monitors, and they are, now I might not be right about this, but this is what I've come to experience and realize over the time of using of using iRacing and testing different radius of monitors just to see what it would look like, is that the way it renders curved monitors, it renders them as though there is no angle between the side monitors. So using this state of the art diagram that I had to just find a way to draw ASAP. As you can tell from the diagram, this is you, and then the steering wheel is the steering wheel, and the mirrors are the mirrors. And this is supposed to replicate how you view your dash when you sit on the rig. The dash lines represent your screen. Now with the iRacing system, if you have flat screens and you put your side monitors at whatever angle that you put them, iRacing takes account of that angle and your viewing distance, and then helps display the image in such a way that you as the viewer perceives the image in the same way that you would if you were actually sitting in the car. That is what happens when you do it with a flat screen monitor. So in terms of the calculation that iRacing gives for flat screen monitors, it's actually a lot better because you get to view the images as it would feel if you were sitting in an actual car. Now let's clean this up and go to curved screen monitors, and I'll tell you, and you see clearly why it's completely different with the way iRacing does their own calculation. So if you do a curved screen monitor, because there's no angle, iRacing is going to continue the display in a curved manner based on whatever radius your curvature is, whether 1800 or 1000 R curve or 1500 R curve. I'm pretty sorry if you guys can't see this. I don't know what happened with the camera that became so bright, but literally, okay, now you guys can see it. The image is going to go in that curve. Now the problem with this is it is good if you have triple screens that are set up in that wide curve, but if you manage to have 3 curved screens and you put it at an angle, just the same way I'm doing it right here, you put it at an angle, and a sharp angle, the image doesn't put account of the angle, and so that image of your side monitor comes a lot closer. I'm really sorry for the camera, but it comes closer to you, that your virtual viewing distance is a lot shorter than what it's supposed to be, and then you perceive your car mirror to be a lot closer than what it's supposed to be, and that in turn makes you not fully grasp how wide your car is in the virtual world. So that's the problem with the triple screens, and that's why I just decided to use this state-of-the-art diagram to let you know what it's going to be like. And then with the final note, it's the curved screen for iRacing works best for 1000R curved monitors. If you do have 1800R or 1500R curved monitors, I highly recommend using the flat screen method. So that's it. On with the video. So if you have an 1800R curve, the image is just going to flow round in that 1800R curve without putting account for the angle in which you put them, because 1800R curve is not that deep of a curve. So, and the same thing goes with 1500. The only time that the curved display actually works good is when you have a 1000R curve. If you do a 1000R curve, because most 1000R curve, the curvature is about like 179 degrees. Let's just say 180 degrees. And if you set up 3 screens, it's most likely supposed to form a semicircle. And most people just tend to angle it in just a little bit, enough to use something like the Asus Bezier Free kits, which I do use. And when you do the three curved screens, it actually kind of replicates the depth or the field properly. when you make the angle more aggressive, that is where you start to notice that you cannot really tell how wide your car is. I did this before by bringing my side monitors closer, and I found out that I wasn't able to judge properly how wide my car was. And every time I tried to use most of the track, I always found myself going off track all the time, especially if it was something that had to do with using the track, especially using most of the track on the left side and thinking that the right side was still out. But no, like I couldn't judge exactly how wide my car was to be able to utilize it properly. So one of the things you need to do in order to rectify this, because I think it's an iRacing problem. I don't know if other simulators have the same thing because I solely use iRacing. But one of the things you can do to rectify this is if you have 1000R curve monitors, you can go with a triple curve screen. If you do have anything other than 1000R, like 1500, I said 1500, 1500 and 1800, I'd recommend that you use flat screens so that you can put in an angle, and most times the image tends to look better than what the curved screens will give you, simply because the way the curved screen displays the image is completely different from how it displays the flat screen. The flat screen takes account of the edge, so whatever angle you place for the flat screen and you're sitting down in the middle, you're able to look on the right side of your screen if it's flat and still be able to kind of judge how far the dash is from you. But with curved screens, it assumes that you have a long or wide curved screen, whatever the curvature may be, and it renders that image to you that way, regardless of whatever angle you set it. So this is just a short video that I just thought I'll put out just to let you guys know, if you do have 1000R curve, you can run it. But if you do have 1500 to 1800R, try to tinker around to just make sure that your FOV is more realistic to the point where you can judge how wide your car is, and then you'll be able to go fast on track. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have things you can add on this video to help other people, please hit it. Let me hear in the comment section. It will help me as well. And thanks guys for watching this video. Until next time guys, if you like contents like this, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Peace.